सामने अगर और मगर लगा हो उसका प्रवक्ता जवाब नहीं देते। ये प्रवक्ता होने का पहला असूल है। जहां तक रही श्री राहुल गांधी जी की बात, इस सवाल का जवाब कई बार दिया जा चुका है कि वो कांग्रेस पार्टी के प्राकृतिक नेता है और कांग्रेस पार्टी में नेतृत्व की कमी नहीं है। हमारे पास माननीय प्रधानमंत्री हैं जिन्होंने पिछले 9.5 वर्षों से इस देश की बागडोर संभाली है। श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी हैं जो यूपीए की चेयरपर्सन हैं और श्री राहुल गांधी जो हमारे उपाध्यक्ष हैं पार्टी में और जो नौजवान हैं उनकी आशाओं और आकांक्षाओं के प्रतीक हैं। तो हमारे पास एक त्रिमूर्ति है। और जहां तक रही किसी घोषणा का सवाल, माननीय कांग्रेस अध्यक्षा जी ने कुछ समय पहले इस बात के ऊपर प्रतिक्रिया दी थी कि उचित समय के ऊपर अगर किसी घोषणा की जरूरत होगी तो वो घोषणा जरूर कर दी जाएगी। इसमें ऐसी कोई हड़बड़ी की जरूरत नहीं है। I am quite surprised since these are the first questions that we've started with. Usually there's been a complaint from all of you that the Prime Minister or the Honorable Prime Minister does not interact enough with the media. And now when the Prime Minister has more than kindly consented that on the 3rd of January, he would address a press conference, say his bit, take your questions. This kind of unnecessary speculation is something which is completely uncalled for and is totally out of order. And this is notwithstanding the fact that over the past 1 year, the Honorable Prime Minister may have spoken on more than 200 occasions, interacted with the press ad nauseum, both in India and on his foreign trips. So therefore, I think the sooner we put this to rest, it would demonstrate a certain measure of responsibility on behalf of all of us.
Manish, but will you be supporting the view that Congress also should announce its prime ministerial candidate? At least will you be supporting that?
Well, as I earlier said, that the Honorable Congress President has already stated that at an appropriate time, if an appropriate decision is taken, it will be brought to your notice. Therefore, something which has been already articulated, and that too by the Honorable Congress President, I don't think requires a reiteration.
Manish, there's a speculation that Prime Minister media interaction is going to be very selective. But why this time is going to be as selective? Because UPA is coming to a final fact gain. Why you have a very selective media interaction with the Prime Minister? Why should not given a chance to regional media also to be given a chance? Because it's going to be a last press conference of the Prime Minister.
Well, I think the implicit assumption in your question that it is the last press conference is again something completely and absolutely uncalled for. I don't want to use harsh words on the last day of the year. And insofar as giving everybody a chance, of course, we would give everybody a fair chance. We've always given everybody a fair chance. In fact, over the past 10 years, if nothing else, the UPA has been marked by its tendency and its instinct to be inclusive. We've never barred the media from the echelons of government secretariats.
Manishji, most of you are Manishji, this side, Manishji, left to you, here, this side. Most of your flagship programs, Manishji, this side. Most of your flagship programs are either controversial or non-performing. Okay, this telecom 2G scam is there. Right to information, you have controversy about political inclusion of political parties. Most of the land acquisition, you have not yet started. There is controversy. So how will you convince people before this election 2014? How will your party's prospects?
Well, I think there is absolutely no denying the fact that the right to information completely transformed the administrative paradigm in this country. It cracked open the opaque skull of governance and made the innards visible to each and every citizen of this country. If there has been something which has been uniquely empowering, it has been the right to information. There is absolutely no denying the fact that mobile telephony has completely transformed the way that we live and work. And it has happened at the lowest call tariffs available anywhere in the world. Insofar as an aberration is concerned, I suggest you should go and read the Joint Parliamentary Committee report, which a large number of people have unfortunately not paid attention to, which would actually bring out the facts as they stand. I would not say anything more because there are certain matters which are still sub judice, which are still pending adjudication by the courts. And insofar as the other measures are concerned, they do take time to fructify. After all, Manrega or some of the initiatives which were taken in UPA 1 did take time to fructify. Yes, if there were aberrations or if there were shortcomings, we were candid enough to admit it. And we were more than candid enough to correct them. So therefore, to say that there has not been a transformation across the length and breadth of this country would be completely erroneous. Yes, to some extent, people seem to be overawed by the results of the last round of assembly elections. Yes, for us as a party, maybe as a government, they've been disappointing. But if you look at it in a perspective, out of 29 states which went to polls in the last 5 years, the